Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a pretty play. They'll come out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in the open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Let's go.
Throwing now is Daniels. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Well, they've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. Right at the 30.
Hey, Opie. 21. Set.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Washington defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, All I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Third and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert. The Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago. Add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
2nd and 5. On the option, here's Eckler. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's go now.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Herbert off the bootleg. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On the give, it's Vidal. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there, and what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Again, it's Vidal, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert changing things up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That one complete to McConkey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's caught right side by Palmer. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll run with Vidal. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Go.
On the ground, it's Vidal. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Herbert off of play action. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They snap it to Herbert. Touchdown! Will Dissly, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go.
To throw is Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now Daniels. To the right side and caught by Sennett. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there. Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Herbert now. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. A run. Here's Vidal. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the right sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
That pass complete to Moore. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Robinson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Here's Herbert. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now a handoff up the middle. Glass, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Here's Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Seibert on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Palmer. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Rodgers' numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy. And back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Herbert.
On Herbert, his third interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Robinson up the middle. Now he's into the clear again. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 141 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up.
3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr.
His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year.
And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
On 1st down, Glass. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Robinson with another carry.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Wow, 185 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On the give, here's Robinson.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence and made it happen for a victory.
So for Washington,
their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.